Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always win while others just play? What if the difference isn't talent or luck, but five simple choices? And here's the real question. Are you playing to win or just playing to survive? Welcome. Today, we're diving into Lafley's Playing to Win, a framework that transformed a struggling $70 billion giant into an $83 billion innovation powerhouse. And the best part? You can apply these exact same principles to your career, your projects, even your personal goals. If you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start making strategic moves that actually matter, hit that subscribe button right now, because we're about to change how you think about winning. Let's start with our title slide. Playing to Win, Lafley's Strategic Framework. Master the 5 choices that define success. Roger Martin said it perfectly. Strategy is choice. Strategy is sacrifice. Notice that word, sacrifice. Most people want to win, but they're not willing to give up anything to get there. They want every option open. But here's the truth. Real strategy means saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things. And if that resonates with you, grab the PDF guide linked in the description. It'll give you worksheets to apply every lesson we cover today. Slide 2 shows us the roadmap. Your strategic journey. We've got 6 stops. Define your winning aspiration. Choose where to play. Decide how to win. Build core capabilities. Design supporting systems. And finally, actionable takeaways you can use immediately. Each one builds on the last, like climbing stairs. Miss one step and the whole thing collapses. Think about it. Do you even have a clear winning aspiration right now? Or are you just reacting to whatever comes your way? Now we hit slide 3, and this is where it gets uncomfortable. The question that changes everything. Are you playing to play or playing to win? Most teams, most people confuse busyness with strategy. They're competing without clarity. Lafley's framework transforms vague ambitions into decisive victories. Here's the kicker. Playing to play means you're just maintaining, you're surviving, you're showing up. But playing to win? That's when you've defined success so clearly that every decision either moves you toward it or away from it. So ask yourself right now, where in your life are you just maintaining? Where are you coasting instead of competing? That's where this framework will hit hardest. Slide 4 introduces choice 1, define your winning aspiration. No ambiguity allowed. Playing to win equals sustained profitable growth. Look at Amazon's clarity, Earth's most customer-centric company. Not biggest, not cheapest, customer-centric. That one phrase birthed Prime, one-click ordering, everything. Here's what most people get wrong. They say things like, I want to be successful, or I want to grow my business. Those aren't aspirations, those are wishes. Your aspiration must energize you and terrify your competitors. If it's comfortable, you're not aiming high enough. So here's your assignment. Draft your winning aspiration this week. 1 sentence, specific, measurable, a little scary. If you're not sure how, the PDF guide walks you through it step by step. Moving to slide 5. Choice 2, choose where to play. The geography of success. This is about geography, customers, channels, product categories. P&G exited snack foods entirely and concentrated on beauty and home care. Why? Because resources are finite. Netflix pivoted from DVD rentals to streaming to original content. They kept changing where they played because the battlefield kept shifting. Here's the hard truth. Every yes requires multiple no's. Jim Collins said good is the enemy of great. You know what kills most strategies? Good opportunities. They spread you so thin that you can't dominate anywhere. Where are you saying yes to things that are merely good? What would happen if you cut those and doubled down on great? Slide 6 dives into choice 3. Decide how to win. Your unique value proposition. 2 paths exist, cost leadership or differentiation. Walmart does cost, Apple does differentiation. You cannot do both. Trying both simultaneously equals mediocrity. Southwest Airlines chose cost leadership with a specific twist, friendly service, point-to-point routes. But notice what they abandoned, first-class meals, assigned seating. Your how to win requires subtracting features others consider essential. That's the secret. What are you holding on to that you should let go? What feature or service are you offering just because everyone does it? Cut it. Own one axis completely. Now slide 7. Choice 4. Build core capabilities. The engine beneath strategy. Capabilities aren't assets like factories or patents, they're integrated systems of skills. P&G's stack, consumer understanding, innovation, brand building, each one reinforced the others. Apple's capabilities, design excellence, ecosystem lock-in, supply chain mastery. These take years to build and they're hard to copy. That's why they're strategic bedrock. James Clear taught us in Atomic Habits that capabilities emerge from compounded small actions, not heroic one-time efforts. So here's your question. What capability, if you doubled it, would most accelerate your wins? That's where you invest your time this quarter. Building capabilities is unglamorous. It's daily practice. It's repetition until excellence becomes instinctive. Slide 8 brings us choice 5, design supporting systems. Structure follows strategy. Systems are how you measure performance, allocate resources, make decisions. Lafley restructured P&G's budgeting to fund innovation as a percentage of revenue, not a discretionary line item. Google's 20% time system birthed Gmail and Google News. Systems enforce strategy when human attention wanes. Here's the brutal reality check. What you actually do matters infinitely more than what you plan to do. If your strategy says customer centricity, but your systems reward cost cutting, you've built a contradiction. Does your calendar reflect your winning aspiration? If not, you don't have a system problem. You have a strategy problem. Slide 9 hits us with reality. When strategy meets reality, what most people get wrong. Aspiration without capability equals fantasy. Good opportunities are strategy killers because they diffuse focus. Advantages erode constantly. Amazon keeps reinvesting billions in logistics to maintain their edge. Strategy isn't a document you write once, it's a discipline you practice daily. Lafley said strategy is hypothesis-driven, playing to learn. Amazon's Fire Phone flopped spectacularly. Did they quit mobile? No, they refined their approach and launched Echo and Alexa. Set milestones, test assumptions, pivot when needed. Most people quit too early or persist too long. The difference? Clear metrics tied to your winning aspiration. Slide 10 delivers the actionable playbook. Try this. Draft your winning aspiration in one sentence this week. Try this. Say no to 1 or 2 misaligned commitments immediately. Feel the freedom that creates. Try this. Choose one differentiation axis and own it fully. Try this. Block weekly time for capability building, non-negotiable calendar blocks. Try this. Review your 5 choices quarterly with an accountability partner. Implementation beats theory every single time. Week 1, draft your choices, takes 1 hour. Week 2, share with someone who'll challenge you. Week 3, say no to something. Week 4, design your keystone system. Small wins compound. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. Slide 11 offers recommended reading to deepen your strategic thinking. Playing to Win by Lafley and Martin, The Definitive Guide. Good to Great by Jim Collins for execution depth. 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel for monopoly-style differentiation. Atomic Habits by James Clear for systems that compound. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey for turning principles into practice. All available on Kindle Unlimited, Audible, or your local library. If you want the cliff notes on how these books interconnect with today's framework, that PDF guide breaks it down beautifully. Slide 12 asks you directly your next bold step. What's one area where you're playing to play instead of playing to win? Career, relationships, health, creative pursuits? The framework is fractal. It applies everywhere. That's its power and its danger. One entrepreneur used this to exit freelancing chaos by focusing on just 3 ideal clients. Revenue doubled with half the effort in 18 months. The question isn't whether this works. The question is, will you apply it? Journal this tonight. Where am I coasting? Be brutally honest. Slide 13 brings us home. The world rewards clarity in action. 5 choices. Each demands courage, clarity, and sacrifice. The gap between good and great, the willingness to choose. Strategy isn't a document, it's a discipline. James Clear reminds us, you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. Lafley proved this turning around P&G. Countless professionals prove it daily. So here's the final question. Will you play or will you play to win? Download the complete PDF guide right now. Link in the description. It includes worksheets, examples, and a 90-day implementation plan. And our final slide leaves you with this. Strategy is choice, and choice is sacrifice. The alternative? Drifting through good enough while hungrier competitors lap you. You've got the framework. Now choose. If this shifted your thinking even 1 degree, subscribe to this channel. We break down frameworks like this every week that'll transform how you work and win. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And drop a comment. What's your winning aspiration? Let's hold each other accountable. Now go choose. Go win.